Connor, another good result of the weekend, 1-0 away to Woking. What were your thoughts on the game?
I spoke before how tough it was going to be. We knew that. To be fair to Ards and Bass, they've lost 1 in 17 or 18 prior to us going there, so we knew how well organised they were, how effective they can be, the type of players they have. So we knew the test that was at hand, and I thought the lads were excellent. Tough pitch, which is common at this time of the year, and a lot of the away games we played, to be fair. So we had to go a little bit more direct than what we would have liked. But I thought the work ethic and the running and the endeavour the lads got us the 3 points. I think we fully deserved it. It probably could have been more only for their goalkeeper.
Yeah, going back as well, what you mentioned last week, some good players definitely in that side. The pitch as well was probably a little difficult than what you normally play on, but overall really good performance from the lads.
That's it. I mean, you can't always have it like a carpet like ours is at our home ground. So we know that's the case. We had it at Rochdale, we had it at Oldham, so we know we can mix it. I don't think the pitch at Otis is holding up that great at the minute either. So listen, that's the way it goes. That's football. You got when the weather turns and the pitches become difficult, you got to find other ways to win. I think that's what we've done really well over the last few months.
It just shows you as well with how well the lads are playing together. They can play in sort of nearly any condition and any surfaces really.
Yeah, we think so. I think it's important they can all run, they're athletic, so they can always compete. If it's not a day to get the ball down and play like we normally would, they can all compete, and that's key. We're big on making contacts and making tackles, so of course in an ideal world we'd like to go for our phases and have 65-70% possession every week like we do a lot of the time at home, but it's never the case in football, and you don't always have it your own way. So to be able to have plan Bs and be able to mix it up is key to trying to stay where we want to be.
As you know as well, the goal scorer last week, on Saturday, Reece Brown, scoring against his former club. What would you rate his overall performance from the game?
I thought he'd done really well. Listen, he's been the difference, isn't he? So the bit of quality that he showed in the box when it dropped to him, and it's an instinctive finish, and it's the quality that he's got. We know he's chipped in with big goals across the season, so we kept him fit now for a good length of time, and he's been a massive bonus for us in these last couple of months. He's been outstanding when he's come in, and when he's dipped out he's made impacts off the bench. When he started he's been excellent, and he's scored some important goals for us, so we're really pleased. When we know the ability he has, we knew that from when we signed him, we knew that prior to signing him, how good he'd been against us in previous years. So just an outstanding player, and the more we can keep him fit, the better chance we've got of winning games of football.
And throughout the game as well, the fans were really making themselves known in numbers. Nearly 800 Bees fans came down that weekend. What were your thoughts on the outcome from the crowd?
Listen, it's amazing when you're warming up and you can hear the songs already. It shows there's going to be a good following. So listen, of course, where we are, they want to get behind the group, which is amazing. So if we can keep bringing that away following, obviously, and keep getting numbers through here at the Hive, it spurs the lads on to try and get over the line. And we always keep touching on it one game at a time, so there's 8 more cup finals to go, and if we can keep getting that sort of noise and that sort of backing for the lads, then we won't be too far away.
And as well, Altrincham this Saturday away in the National League. What are your thoughts heading into that fixture?
Another tough game, some really exciting attacking players, and you look at some of the goals they score, they've got some real creative players, especially in the attacking end. So I know they're on a bit of a poor run at the minute with 4 defeats in a row, but I don't think that's warranted what some of their performances have been. I know they've got a few injuries, so I believe Linney's back from a suspension. So listen, they've got some just exciting players. They're a great team. To be fair to Phil and Neil, they've done an unbelievable job over the last few years in terms of competing at the top end of this division. So we know how hard it's been. Listen, we went up there the last couple of years and found it tough. So the pitch again won't be great, but we just got to be at it again. We've got to keep doing what we do. We're on a great run of form ourselves. We've got to keep trying to bubbly and bouncing into games as we have been doing. So as I said, they're attacking players we've got to be mindful of, but we've got to go and try and implement our game plan and do what we do.
Great, Connor, thank you very much for your time.
Cheers.